Alright, hello once again, Jeff Scott from Jeff Teaches Programming. In the last video I started to write in earnest the Kotlin calculator program, but I think I need to add some context. In other words, I need to add some comments in here that I don't currently have. So let's do that now. Alright. Main.kt is the user interface UI of the Kotlin calculator app. It uses JavaFX, which is the Java Kotlin GUI, or graphical user interface toolkit, for the creation of desktop application. This file is technically responsible for everything the user sees, clicks on, etc. The actual math will be in calculator state.kt. This file I think that's good. Okay, well, that's a start. The package line below tells Kotlin the folder or namespace, whatever you want to call it, that this file belongs to. It must match the folder structure of the project. In other words, this file must be under the, let's put out a new line, com/Java calculate as Java Kotlin calculator /main.kt. Okay. All right, then we got our import statements. Let's talk about what each of these import statements does. Now, the JavaFX is actually organized into a ton of small packages. So basically, you've got to add the ones you need. So this first one, the base class, every Java FX app needs. Next, this is used for padding and margins. This is used, just say used for alignment constants. Left, right, etc. Bottom right, type of things. A scene is the window content. This is used for clickable buttons. This will be used for read-only text displays, which is basically what a label is. This is used for a scrollable list, history in our case. Key code will be an enum of keyboard keys. Key event. This represents a single key press and release. All right, the grid pane is the layout container. Used for a grid. The HBox is a layout container used for horizontal placement. The VBox is going to be the layout container used for vertical placement. And we skip priority. This is used to grow and shrink the app components. And finally, the stage. This is used for the actual window itself. Okay, all right. Now, oops, that. Main extends application below. This is the required base class for any JavaFX program. Okay, all right. For lack of better words, the calculator state this is the, for lack of better words, the brain of the program. All right. the expression this will be the line above main result. Okay. This will be the result itself. This will be the history list. In other words, it'll be all the calculations that have taken place. Looking at that, that should be mutable, unbootable. Let's see. This will be a reference to plus, minus, multiply, and divide. All right. All right. Okay. All right. How about something here? Being consistent here. The root layout container is a vertical box that will stack the display, keypad, and history panel on top of one another. All right. This will actually be a CSS class used by styles.css for overall styling, whatever you want to call it. This will be 16 pixels of padding around the edges. Okay. This will build the major section and and add each section accordingly. the scene wraps the root layout and sets the window size. This will attach the external styles.css style sheet. This will let the program support keyboard input. This will configure the actual window. The build display that you see right here, this will build the top section of the user interface. Small expression, line, and big result line. This will set it up. Again, it'll be a vertical box with a 4 pixel gap between the labels, etc. I'm not going to, put comments for that stuff. Hopefully that makes some sense. This will allow both labels to stretch to fill available horizontal space. And that's pretty much where I left off. Let's see where we are right now. Okay, I'm at 19 minutes, so I am going to start up again. But I thought that hopefully that at least would help help you see what's going on. So let me save what I've got so far. And I'm 100 lines in, and I probably have a quarter of this done. When I get done with this, see, I spelled labels wrong. When I get done with this, I will be writing the calculator state.kt file. Hopefully I'll be back shortly. Thanks.